The most important rule is to keep carbs low on a keto diet. Not only will you need to eliminate grains like bread, pasta, and rice, but your entire approach to food will need to be rethought. The requirement to keep track of one's carb intake while following the ketogenic diet can be a major source of anxiety for some. Be sure to keep an eye on your macros and carb intake, they're both highly recommended. If you're confused about how much of which foods to eat on the ketogenic diet, there's a simple solution: focus on keto-friendly foods that have few or no net carbs. Check the link in the description below for the list. There are a plethora of tasty low-carb and no-carb alternatives to choose from. We've compiled the definitive list of zero-carb foods to make your keto journey as easy as possible by streamlining the process for you. It's worth noting right off that almost every food has some level of very low-level carbohydrate content. Foods and drinks with less than 1 gram of net carbs per serving are considered zero carbs, as are those that aren't typically consumed in quantities large enough to have a significant impact on one's daily carb consumption. Let's start with meats for our examination of zero-carb foods. Meats like beef, poultry, and pork are easy to find and provide protein. Meals can be made more interesting by including less common types of meat such as veal, lamb, game meats such as venison and elk, and exotic meats. Even organ meats, such as liver, which contains glycogen and thus net carbs, can be a healthy option. Always go for meats that were raised on grass if you can. Bacon, salami, hot dogs, deli meats, jerky, and canned meats are all keto diet favorites, but it's best to limit your intake of processed meats in general. You should check the label and restock on items that don't contain dextrose, starch, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or maltodextrin. Try to only purchase processed meats that are completely natural and free of any carbohydrate ingredients. Seafood, both fresh and canned, is another excellent protein source. Many varieties are rich in omega-3 fatty acid. Fatty, flavorful fish like salmon, tuna, halibut, swordfish, sardines, Spanish mackerel, and trout are just as delicious as white, flaky fish like cod, flounder, sole, and haddock. Wild-caught salmon and sardines, either canned or fresh, with no added ingredients have been found to be the healthiest option. We all need snacks now and then, even though we advise against making it a regular habit. Even though many of your favorite grab-and-go snacks can't be eaten while following a ketogenic diet, there are plenty of alternatives. Pepperoni slices, keto pork rinds, bone broth, smoked fish, canned meat, preserved meat products like jerky, biltong, pemmican, and meat sticks and seaweed are among the lowest carb foods. Visit the link in the description for a full keto diet food list, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes, and a more in-depth discussion of healthy keto snacking habits. One of the most important aspects of a well-rounded keto diet is the inclusion of healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil, grass-fed butter and ghee, coconut oil, MCT oil, avocado oil, and animal fats, like lard, are examples of zero-carb fats that you should incorporate into most of your meals. High heat causes vegetable, seed, and nut oils to become toxic and unstable. We advise staying away from these. There are probably many low-carb flavor enhancers in your spice cabinet. Of course, you should steer clear of spice mixes that contain added sugars and instead use individual spices or a combination of them such as salt, black pepper, dried oregano, rosemary, thyme, basil, chives, and dill. Some spices, like chili powder, curry powder, and cinnamon, may have higher traces of carbs and should be used with caution. Add a lot of flavor with very few carbohydrates by using sugar-free hot sauce or mustard. All sugars are eliminated from a ketogenic diet, but there are still many ways to give our meals a pleasant sweetness. Some examples of zero-carb sweeteners are liquid stevia, monk fruit extract or blends, erythritol, and liquid sucralose. You should pick either a liquid or a solid product that has no fillers like maltodextrin. See our video for a full rundown of all the sugar alternatives that work well with a ketogenic diet. You can find a zero-carb drink at almost any store. There are the standard beverages available, such as water and carbonated water, as well as more unique options, such as black coffee and unsweetened tea. Energy drinks, soda, and other sugar-free beverages that contain no carbs or sugar alcohols are also acceptable. You should be aware that some people develop long-term sugar cravings after drinking beverages that are particularly sweet. Those on the ketogenic diet should exercise caution when it comes to consuming alcohol. While some alcoholic beverages are very low in net carbs, the processing of alcohol itself will inhibit fat loss. Drinking spirits such as gin, unflavored rum, unflavored vodka, whiskey, tequila, scotch, bourbon, brandy, or cognac at a rate of no more than 1 drink per day is recommended. It's important to watch how much alcohol you're drinking because some brands add sugar. The link in the description below will take you to a comprehensive keto diet food list that includes drinks in addition to breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes. As you continue your ketogenic diet, we hope that this guide to zero-carb foods will shed light on some of the best options available to you. What to eat and what not to eat on a ketogenic diet. More information and resources in the link description below. Check that list before you start keto diet. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this.